Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
We begin this evening with breaking news. A Raleigh 19-year-old faces federal charges after prosecutors say he threatened to become a mass shooter. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Beltran. A warning to our viewers, the details of this story are graphic and may be hard for some to hear. According to charging documents, Eric Byrd posted photos of himself holding guns and used pro-Nazi and white supremacist messaging in his content, saying in at least one post, quote, "I love death and destruction. I hope much more comes," end quote. Raleigh police and the FBI filed an involuntary commitment request and detained him on March 9th. Federal officials charged him with communicating a threat yesterday. More breaking news. A bedroom fire caused serious damage to a home in Raleigh. Our breaking news tracker captured the aftermath of the fire on Sherrybrook Drive. A battalion chief on scene told us several people will need to find a place to stay. The home was destroyed, but it will take a while for them to return home. A new study says COVID deaths were undercounted during the first 2 years of the pandemic. According to a study published by the journal Science Advances, machine learning was used to analyze death certificates from March 2020 to December 2021. They found more than 155,000 additional deaths were likely caused by COVID than officially reported. They also found deaths were less likely to be attributed to COVID among minorities and among people with less than a high school education. The FDA approved a higher dose of the weight loss drug Wegovy. The higher dosage that was approved is 7.2 milligrams. The approval was granted after the FDA commissioner announced new efforts being made, including reducing the time to review certain drugs pending approval. Wegovy's manufacturer, Novo Nordisk, says the new dosage will be available at U.S. pharmacies next month. A special honor for longtime Durham Mayor Bell. Today, the Durham County Administration building on East Main Street took on his name. Bell guiding the city through significant growth, revitalization, and increased national recognition. He championed economic development and expanded opportunities for minority and women businesses. Developers finished construction at the new Wilson Stadium. It'll be home to the Wilson Warbirds, who have their first game next month. The team will hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony next week. The Warbirds were formed after the Mudcats left Zebulon. The Artemis II rocket arrived at the launch pad. The 4-mile trek started after midnight and took 12 hours. This is the second time NASA has rolled out the rocket right to the launch site. A helium issue had to be repaired after the last attempt. NASA officials are still targeting April 1st for liftoff. The crew is in quarantine now ahead of their mission. The crew includes NC State grad Christina Cook. You can find these and more stories by the student journalist in the 2026 CBC-UNC News Media Multiplatform Fellowship on WRAL.com. Search Fellowship. Thank you for watching this special newscast produced by the fellows participating in the 2026 CBC-UNC News Media Multiplatform Fellowship. I'm Nicole Beltran. Have a great night.